My name is Khaled Abd-Elazim. I'm the Executive Director of the Federation of Egyptian Industries. Today we have a very important event that we're organizing in partnership with our organization BusinessMed through EBSOMED project. This is the Business Matching Forum organized as a parallel event to our 5th annual CSR conference that we organize here in Egypt. We have intentionally organized the Business Matching Forum in parallel with the annual conference for CSR in Egypt for two things, or for two main purposes. First, introducing the organization itself, BusinessMed, and the project EBSOMED to a wider range of participants that are participating in the conference. Around 1,000 participants participate annually in our CSR conference. That is on one hand. On the other hand, within our EBSOMED project, we are discussing through certain committees such issues like TVET reform, research, higher education, research and development, and innovation, that is supposed to end up with thematic documents or thematic papers that cover some countries in the region that are members of the BusinessMed organization. These activities need to be marketed as areas for CSR interventions so that we can maintain the sustainability and the implementation of what these thematic papers will end up with. Any study ends up with recommendations, with projections that need to be taken into the level of action. This action is not something that we will ask our governments to do, but it has to be through collective efforts and more contribution from the private sector through CSR activities could bring these actions into reality and materialize what these studies will end up with. And that is why we have made this marriage between the two events. A big number of businessmen have participated in the conference and in the matching forum. Media has covered both events, and the media coverage is seen in all media channels in Egypt, whether they are visual media channels or audio media channels or newspapers, as well as internet. We hope that from there we start building up the ties between businesses in the South and North Mediterranean countries on one hand, and at the sub-regional level on the other hand. So if we consider the South Mediterranean, we can start building up connections at Eastern South Mediterranean and Western South Mediterranean countries, as what we are thinking of now in BusinessMed through the SOLID project. So these partnerships and the synergies between whatever is running at the level of the Federation of Egyptian Industries and at the sub-regional level and at the regional level is our goal. And we're hopeful that these synergies will help BusinessMed and EBSOMED to achieve set targets and results that have been set by the EU on one hand and by our General Assembly and Board of the BusinessMed on the other hand, as well as FEI's objectives as a member to the organization on a third track.